Hello, everybody.
Hello.
We are
Happy
live.
Wednesday.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon to all of you, and welcome to our episode 26 of Your
Yeah,
Next Chapter.
Oh my gosh,
We
yes.
actually came back. Yeah, we actually came back from 2 weeks off because we were at our leadership retreat.
retreat.
So
Yes.
yeah, we were actually at Punta Cana, Dominican Republic, and certainly
Yes.
enjoyed our 3 or 4 days of leadership event.
Yeah.
So for those of you who are watching, I'm your host, Joseph, along with my co-host here, Ariane and Coach Mildred from Ontario, Canada. We truly appreciate you taking the time to be with us today or even watching this on a replay. So in this episode of Your Next Chapter, we believe that no matter where you are in life, whether you're starting over or exploring new things or simply looking for inspiration, there's always an opportunity for you to grow, evolve, and create something very meaningful, right? So today we have a very special guest, and her story is a very powerful one, reminding us that success doesn't come from having everything figured out. Okay, you don't have to be perfect, you don't have to have it all figured out. It comes from your willingness to take the first step, to learn, to grow, and to explore along the way. So now we're gonna have a very honest conversation about her journey, her mindset, and the challenges that she faced along the way, and lessons learned that she will share with us today. So,
Yeah.
without further ado, please welcome Coach
Coach
Katrina Luna
Katrina.
Umali.
Yay!
Coach,
Welcome, welcome.
welcome, Coach.
Yay.
Hello,
Welcome,
everybody.
coach.
Lovely to be here. Of course, long time no
Yes.
see. You three. Yes, we just saw each other and got reconnected in person. Was it last week? Time flies. So
I
last
know,
week,
right?
I'm
Yeah.
happy to be here on your 26th. Oh my gosh, look at you guys, 26
Yes.
episodes already. And I'm honored, of course, to be invited in here. And you guys for arranging the time. I know we're all busy, but we're here, of course, to give value to our audience and have a little chit chat too. So thank you for being here. I am here in Toronto. I have here, well, all of you are my neighbors here.
Yes.
There you go. So happy to be here. Awesome.
So yes, Coach, thank you so much. We know you're very busy mom and
Daughter.
daughter, right? We know that
Dad is here, yeah.
yeah, we know you're so busy. So thank you so much for joining us in this episode.
Yes. We appreciate it.
We'll try to be quick because we know that you have another appointment to go to. By all means, once we finish, feel free to drop off, and we'll just continue on if that's okay. Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
All right.
Thank
So,
you.
Coach, let me just start so that we begin with our questions. So, Coach Katrina, you've had such a journey, and we have seen it all, and you truly inspired us, especially last week when you presented your powerful presentation, and it was really heartfelt, and
Mhm.
really sunk in to a lot of us. And believe it or not, we're all inspired by it. So we thank you for that, and we thank you for what you do in this community. So thank you. So my first question would be, let me just see, let me see here. So you've had quite a journey in working in different industries, right? To building your own business. What was the turning point that you made? That you made to say, I'm ready for something more.
Ooh, thank you for that wonderful question.
Mhm.
It's well to for the people who are seeing me for the first time. I'm also immigrants like the three of you here, and in the Philippines, I shifted from one career to another. TV, GMA 7 because that was my idealistic goal to be in the TV industry, be a reporter because I want to tell stories and I want to travel. So that's the main reason why I wanted to be in that industry. So I was able to go there, although I wasn't able to be a reporter. God has different plans, and then I shifted to nursing. My husband sent me to nursing school because we thought the longer term plan was to go here. That was our ticket to success here in Canada. And then with the birth of our second son, I shifted to something more flexible because, as you know, in the Philippines, nursing, especially if you're brand new, you usually get the graveyard shift. So it's not really a conducive time for having a newborn. So I shifted to something more flexible, which is life insurance. I loved it. I enjoyed that one. I got like still good friends from that industry. But then Canada came calling. So of course, who
Mhm.
are we to resist Canada? So we left our thriving careers. Also, my husband started fresh, survival jobs, as you know, a typical immigrant story. And then finally landed my two corporate jobs. First was at a law firm, and then at an investment firm as an admin assistant. So that was my last job when I saw this online opportunity. It's not really more of I'm ready for something more. It's more of I wanted something more. I
Yes.
needed something supplemental. It's not really like, oh my gosh, I'm ready. It's really more of a survival instinct. Because I was on my mat leave here in Canada. We're grateful for the employment insurance, but
Mhm.
again, who would be survive would be able to survive on a meager $1,000 per month. Although my husband was getting allowance from his student loan because he was back to school. Again, we did not leave the Philippines to be dependent to the
Mm,
government of Canada. Of course, we're very grateful,
mm,
but again, that wasn't really the plan, right? So it's really more of I just wanted something supplemental to fill in the gaps toward the end of each month while I was on my mat leave. That's it. I just wanted something like extra $1,000 to be exact to really fill in what was missing.
Mhm.
Just getting 55% of my salary prior to my leave. So that
Mhm.
was just the intention. I did not sign up to be a mentor or a coach, to be a business owner. I didn't even have a background when it comes to social media or business. I just wanted something flexible that can give me $1,000 per month while I was on mat leave. That's it. And the
Wow.
rest is history, you can
wow.
say.
Thank
Wow.
you for that, coach. Thank you.
The story of Coach Katrina, it's always very inspirational because she's gone through a lot of positions, a lot of
Mhm.
jobs
Mm,
before she even found this business. But Coach, when you first started this digital business, do you have some doubts and fears? Kasi a lot of us as well, maraming nakakita ng
Mm-mm,
business na to, and they are skeptical, right?
mm-mm.
They're skeptical.
Mhm.
They're thinking if this is true or too good to be true, what are those doubts or and fears that you had, and how did you push through them?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think first and foremost, I would say if you're watching this and you're feeling still skeptical or doubtful whether of the opportunity of or your capability, if this is also possible for you, I'll tell you, we know exactly how you feel because we felt the exact same thing. And that's actually a smart way to look at things because that means you're really doing your due diligence and about to ba to, we're really gauging. And most of the people, like including like the five of us here, we all have our prior backgrounds, prior experiences. So usually our our fences are way high up because of the bad experiences in the past, right? And that is survival instinct because our
Mhm.
minds, our brain is trained for survival, not for like, okay, you grow, go for it. No, it
mm,
basically protects us to live, to survive. So if something is unfamiliar, like, when it's dark inside a tunnel, we get scared, right? Because we don't know the unknown. We're scared of it. So it's a natural human reaction. So my initial two things is this even real? And secondly, when I saw other regular people having success and thriving on this, I was like, I'm more of, okay, if this is legit and it's working for them, is it gonna also work for me? Can I
Mhm.
also do
Mhm.
this? It's always two things. The skepticism or people's objections are just categorized in these categories. It's number one is belief in yourself. Can I do this? And second is belief in the opportunity, and that includes everything that comes with it, the system, the products, the tools, the affiliate companies, and yeah, the system itself, the opportunity itself. So it's just like two categories. So those are the main things for me. And how did I get over that? Well, I did my due diligence as well, because we're usually scared of something that we don't have any idea about. So
Mm-hmm.
information is it's not like, knowledge is not the end all and be all power. It's potential. That is a good start. So I asked information. I watched the introductory video and started from there. And the more I know, the more empowered, the more informed I become, the more informed decision that I come up with. So yeah, that was the start of that.
Wow, that's awesome. Oh my goodness. We want you here for another hour.
Right?
Okay.
We can
I
talk
know.
all day.
We know our time is limited, but we want to ask you these questions because a lot of people are really watching us, right? And they
Mm,
might think, oh my, I might not have the necessary skills, or I might not be equipped to do this, right? But everybody has, if they don't see, we all have hard skills, our soft skills, and transferable skills, right?
mm,
And they don't really realize that until they really sit down with somebody and
mm,
point it out to them. So, with that in mind, so what skills or mindset shifts made
mm.
the biggest difference in your success that most people might overlook?
I would say number one is the soft skills of having a bulletproof mindset. Of course, I
Mm.
wasn't born with that, right?
Mhm.
I think it's innate with anyone, especially for immigrants like us. Kasi
Mhm.
syempre, pag bagong mundo, pag bagong country, you have to be resilient. You have to,
Yes.
arm up, or else
Yes.
pupulutin ka kung saan. Di
Yeah,
ba?
totoo
So I
yan.
think, ano na yun, parang natural instinct for us to really survive in a different arena. So I think
Mm.
somehow I was able to transfer that, as a part of the transferable
Transferable.
skills, the soft
Mhm.
skills of discipline, resilience, and really go-getter attitude. I would say, like, okay, if I really wanted something, I'll go for it. But of course, the simula, hindi ka naman sigurado, di ba? Mga sigurista din tayo eh. So again,
Yes.
give yourself, it's okay to have doubts at the beginning, kasi nga, no one is good the first time around. Just like when we ride a bike or when
Yeah.
we first drove a car, like, sometimes
Mhm.
kilometers per hour lang ang drive mo dati. Ngayon, parang kahit natutulog ka, parang kahit naantok ka, kaya mo mag-drive, di ba? And
Yeah.
even if you're eating or you're chatting with somebody, hopefully on speakerphone, you
Yes.
can do it. And just like in any of your skills, like you guys, like for example, you, Coach Mildred, you're in the um airline industry. Like at the beginning, you were not good at what you do. You're also
Yes, of course. Yeah.
until
Training.
proficient at it
Training.
through
Yes.
training. And also for Arian and Joseph, like in the IT world, like
Mhm.
you both were not born to
Mm.
know all the buttons to push, right? We all started somewhere, and also
Yes.
same for me. And I think also what I'm grateful for is sometimes hindi mo na-realize, pero lahat ng experiences mo in the past are meant it's meant for you to experience them. And ngayon, who was that? Steve Jobs, I think that was him who said, na you cannot connect the dots
Mm.
moving
Yeah.
forward. You can only connect the dots when you look back. And looking back, like
Oh my
my
gosh.
experience
Yes.
in TV, so my broadcast communication career,
Mhm.
when it comes to nursing, and then life insurance, it all comes together. Like, the creative,
Mhm. Mhm.
the TV industry. Of course, it's not a requirement, but somehow ang laking tulong niya. Kasi sabi ko,
Yeah.
oh, I still enjoy that part, like the content creation. So it all comes together. And when it comes to the nursing, my husband thought, oh, na parang nasayang lang yung binang-tuition niya sa akin, di ba? So, but I told him, hey, guess what? I have a lot of nurse moms, nurse practitioners
Mhm.
in the healthcare industry who resonated with my story through my ads. And
Mhm.
they're now part
Mhm.
team, my business team. And that wouldn't happen had I not
Mm,
went to nursing school and practiced, even for just
Correct.
10.
Yes.
And
Oh
then
my
the
God.
last part is, yeah, life insurance. Yes, it's a sales environment, right? But you don't need the selling skills to be in this business. But that part is more of the people skills na nurture ko, na develop ko, especially my manager. Ang
Mhm.
pinaka ko na back then parang tinatawanan ko lang, pero what really struck me, sabi niya, whenever you meet clients, and this is applicable not just for selling or in a business, this is applicable to any situation. But I
Mhm.
think typically when you're in the business environment, she said, let your let your client experience the fullness of you. I was like,
Oh,
what?
wow.
The
I love
client should
that.
be
I
able,
love that.
the client should be able to not just hear you, see
Mhm.
you, but experience kanya. Kailangan yung like how you smell, how you talk. Like what? A full sensory experience. So
Oh
very
my
particular
gosh.
siya sa senses, like scents, like pabango. It
Yes.
shouldn't be overpowering. So I don't know if you notice, but when I'm in person events, I take the time to not just look good, feel good, but also smell.
Smell good. Yes.
Because
Yes.
people, when they ask for photos, I want them to, I know it's a little thing, but I want them to remember me. Like, oh, Coach Trina, it smells good.
Oh my gosh. Yes, those details, those minute
Yes,
details
very,
mean a lot.
yeah, being very attentive to details, it helps because it makes you
Yes.
feel good. And when you feel good, you feel confident, you carry yourself better. Because at the end of the day, in anything we do, especially in this business, it's really personal development. The more you become confident, the better you carry yourself, the better people would be trusting of you. And of course, you develop that trusting relation, because at the end of the day, business building is building a relationship one person at a time.
Oh my
And how would
gosh.
you build a
So
relationship if you
powerful.
don't have a trust? So that is C.
Mhm.
You see how everything comes together? Like,
Yes. Oh my
yes.
gosh.
this is just like out of the bat. Like right now, I'm able to talk like this confidently because it's a 7 years
That's
worth of
right.
daily,
Yes.
Yeah.
consistent
Yes.
efforts of working on myself. Of course, the
Mhm.
skills is given, like how to advertise, how to post, how to do
Yes.
StreamYard. Like before, we don't even know which buttons to press. Like
I
keep
know.
looking, like you have all these banners and all, right? And all our
Yeah.
names, all these theme colors, this aesthetics. And this comes from daily practice of,
Yes.
consistent over the past months, 26
Mhm.
episodes already. And that applies to everything that we do, right?
That's
So,
right. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh
what's
my
the
Absolutely.
question
gosh.
again? That was
Oh, that
so,
was
oh my God,
amazing.
like
It's
how
like,
everything comes together, right? The soft skills, the transferable skills, the hard
yes,
skills.
hard
Um,
skills.
yeah,
It's
you
so
don't need
true.
to figure everything out, like what you guys mentioned earlier, but
Yeah.
um, it's you start with deciding, enough is enough. I want to do something different to get a different result. Even just earn extra $500, $1,000, that's a huge help. Not figuring out where would you get the next grocery money, or whenever you order a restaurant, you'd be stressing out because you're. I still look, of course, at the price, but
Yes.
just a reference, but
Yeah.
not as it
Yeah.
stress me out. Oh my God, we cannot afford this one. Just right now, like before coming on the interview, I was with my dad. I mentioned earlier,
Yes.
we,
Yes.
we went to his doctor's appointment, and yesterday he had an eye, procedure.
Mm.
He decided right there and then I wouldn't be able to afford to shell out the money because he is on a tourist visa.
Mhm.
So I'm paying out of pocket. And whenever I tell that, like the receptionist would be the doctors, the people in the clinic would be shocked, like, oh, you're paying out of pocket. I was like,
You don't have insurance.
sure that
Oh
I said
gosh.
that's insurance, but for emergencies, but there's
Mm.
no way that I would be able to afford, like whenever we
Oh
go
my
out, the
gosh. Yeah.
food and all the appointments and all. And I'm grateful I have that opportunity. And someone
Mhm.
asked me also, last night, like Coach Katrina, like in the chat, like, can you give me like 2 words, what this business has done for you? And I told her, uh, flexibility and options,
Mhm.
right? So yeah.
Yes.
So true. And you have a lot of peace now. And it shows. Okay.
The
No
bow.
stress with a pink bow.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's really, yes, we love the money, of course, but more importantly, what that money can buy you, can
True.
give you
True.
options, flexibility, for
Absolutely.
yourself, for
Oh
your
my
family,
gosh.
and the bigger purpose that you serve, right? So
Yeah. Oh,
So
the
is that your
value
time, coach? Is
is
that your time?
yeah, oh my god, I talk a lot.
Perfect timing.
he's
Perfect
doing
Wait,
a
right?
Pomodoro. You're doing
Yeah,
timing.
Pomodoro,
I
huh?
actually have this visual timer because I'm the very visual. It's
Oh
funny,
my
right?
gosh.
But we have two of this, one for me and one for my husband for his cooking.
Uh-huh.
This helps a lot, like especially for
Oh,
time blocking.
Charlene.
There you go.
Okay. Well,
I don't
coach.
have people here.
Yeah,
Oh,
Oh,
just a
yeah.
quick shout out to
I see you already. Hey,
our
Ferlene.
commenters
Hey,
here.
Ella. I want to
Ella,
grab
Ella.
you.
We want to
Thank
grow
you.
up like you,
That's
coach.
right.
Thank you. I think
Yeah,
we
so
just have
true.
a
She's
couple more questions, and maybe like you can choose like a wrap up question.
yeah, coach.
Oh.
If you don't mind, if you don't mind me asking the last question, is
Mm,
that okay,
mhm.
Coach
Yes,
Ariane and Coach Mildred?
Yes,
Okay?
yes.
Yeah.
Go
yes,
ahead.
yes.
Go
Go
Okay.
ahead.
ahead.
So, Coach, for our viewers, or
Mm.
even for people are actually curious or sitting on the fence, right?
Mm-hmm.
What would you say to them in terms of the best first step that they can take?
Well, ask yourself first, as cliche as it may sound, what's your big why? What is your
Mm,
pain point that you want to address?
mhm,
How do you
mhm,
want this year and beyond to change? Even if you just, most of us, of course, we wanted the time and money for flexibility. And
Mm.
money is just a tool. And the more important thing is what that can give you, right? If you're feeling, excuse me, if you're feeling skeptical, again, that's okay. So that means you just don't have enough information, so you'll have
yeah.
an informed decision. And you start
Mhm,
with that information. So you watch the info session, reach out, and then see if it's a good fit for you. Who knows? Maybe it's not. Then you don't need to stress yourself out, right? Or better yet, if it's a good fit, then you change your income, you change your life, and who knows? I started with this quote. It's from the Bible app. It's my very first cover photo, and it goes something like, "What if this time next year you have all your dreams, coming true, like
mhm,
confidence when it comes to your finances, your health, your relationships, and so much more. Your giving, your generosity, um,
mhm.
whatever it takes. You start now instead of saying next year. Oh, I should have started like way back, right? So
Mm.
don't live with regrets. You'll never know. What if this is how do I put that one? Imagine this is because the only thing that we have is right now. The past has happened already. The future, although of course we're excited for the future, but it doesn't exist yet. All we have is right now. So it starts
Wow.
with a decision.
Yes.
You never know. It starts really with one decision. And if you've been following two ladies here and gentlemen for a while and still wondering what they're doing, again, you ask questions and see for yourself if it's something that you're also interested in doing.
Mhm.
Um, it all starts again with having a decision.
That's right.
Can
Yeah.
literally change your life for the better. And
Mhm,
I think a lot of people, like in my activity in Punta Cana, although I cut it short because of the time, is the process called the Dickens process by Tony Robbins, where I asked people to visualize. So there's a video that played, and I had really had like really insightful and heartfelt feedback from that because the video asks you to imagine now that you're not doing anything that you're supposed to do, and fast forward that to a year from now, 5 10 years, 20
And
years, you
yeah.
still did not do the thing that you're supposed to do that you can do.
Mhm.
How different life would be if you continue with your health habits, ouch, with your mindset habits, with your earning habits, with your spending habits, your relationship habits. How will it look like? And I have somebody say, "Oh, I'm being too hard on myself. I'm worried that my son will grow up like this if I don't do
mhm.
don't discipline him like this, the way I should. And then the second part of that video is that now imagine you started doing the things that you've been
Oh my
wanting to do. You
gosh.
took action. Like in that sense, in that particular training, is that
Mhm.
ads here in the business, right? Like hit that record button. What if you started doing that? And then you started scaling your business. What if you started doing those things? How different your life would be. Relationships, your, of course, your finances, your giving, your abundance. And start from there. And it really hit you like, oh my gosh, so true. You know, sometimes you really need to visualize and put yourself in that situation. What do you really want to happen? As Robin, what do you really want in life? And go take action. You don't need to figure out all the whole staircase. Just take the next first baby step and figure out everything is figure outable if you really want it, right? So here you go.
So
Yeah.
powerful. It's like I feel I'm listening to a TED talk. TED talk by Coach Katrina.
Yeah.
Kat,
So
Well,
powerful.
you got powerful questions, so it yeah, it just pulls out
Amazing answers.
those
yeah.
Yes.
things
Oh
for
my
me as
gosh.
well. So thank you
Well,
so much for
yeah.
having me here, and thank you to all those who are watching live. Ella, I see you here, Charlene, and of course for those who
Yes.
are watching this on a replay, thank you for being here again. You know, we are all connected. At the end of the day, we all want the same thing. We want connection.
Hmm.
We want to be feel connected,
Yeah.
feel loved, and be able to contribute to the bigger purpose that we have. And have our purpose, whatever your faith is, right? Oh yeah, Ella, thank you for that. So there you go. Thank you so much for having me here.
Oh my
Yes.
God.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for joining us today. And we know you're so busy, so we wish you all the best, and obviously all the best to your family and to your father as well.
Oh
Yeah.
yes,
Um,
thank you.
may
Yes. Happy
may
birthday to your dad.
Yeah, he'll
yes,
be
happy birthday too!
17.
2 days.
Wow, happy birthday.
Happy
Yeah, 6 days
birthday.
from now. I
Big
know.
celebration, big celebration. So
Oh my
thank you again,
gosh.
Coach.
A
I know
blessing.
we know you have to go, so go
Yeah,
ahead.
thank you. And
Yes,
you can
thank
have a
you.
picture. Please smile. I'm doing a
Oh,
screenshot.
Yes.
sure,
Yes.
sure.
Two.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you,
Thank
Thank you,
you.
ladies and
Thank
Mochi.
gentlemen.
you,
Take care.
Coach.
Have a
So thank
Thank
wonderful
you.
day.
you. Thank you so
Bye for
much.
now.
Bye
See
Cheers,
you
bye. Thank
everyone.
you.
again.
Thank you.
Bye.
So, folks, you heard it from our famous coaches, a very successful coach today. But we just want to remind all of our viewers and followers that you heard it from Coach K, Coach Katrina, that you
Mhm.
have to be reminded about this conversation. That your next chapter doesn't have to begin with perfection, right? You just simply have to take that
Mhm.
bold step and bold decision to take that next step for your whether for yourself or for your family. So again, thank you to Coach Katrina for joining us today, and hopefully everybody enjoyed that session. But I think, folks, are you still okay to stay on to talk about
Yes.
Yeah,
the
we can have
Punta
a few
Cana?
minutes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, let's
Punta
Oh,
do
yeah.
that
Cana.
because
Yeah.
we're still on fire.
Because
Like
this
I'm
is
still,
gonna be,
I think
I
my
like this
mind,
conversation. This is gonna be fun.
Oh,
I
okay.
know, my head is still in the beach in Punta
Yeah,
Cana.
We
me too.
I'm telling you, oh my gosh. And Aryan, of course, was my roommate, right?
Yeah,
And
yes.
Joseph was my co-MC.
yeah,
Isn't
yeah.
it amazing?
So okay, yeah, yeah, that's good, that's good. So what's your takeaway? So maybe we should just go through each one and then just just share our takeaways from that event.
Yeah.
Who wants to go
Let's
first?
start with si Bunso.
Okay, Ariane,
Okay.
Start with Aryan.
what's
Yes,
your takeaway?
Ella.
Hello, Ella.
Ayan. There's a lot. Like
Oh my
super,
gosh.
super, super dami. I mean,
Ah,
being in that room with all of the successful people and hopeful people who are, they all of us wanted to be in that spot right there, right? And it's such an overwhelming energy.
oh,
Sobrang,
that's the
sobrang.
word I have here. Energy. You see?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Nata-transfer pala yun.
Oo, grabe.
Yes. So yeah, so my but there's a lot, but my biggest takeaway is that I think I already knew what was lacking in my business. Like I already found out I had this light bulb moment
Aha moment, huh?
Because of the speakers, I mean, they are very different people, right? But
Mm-hmm.
all of them aspired to achieve their dreams. And the only factor that's common is the determination is there, the grit is there. They just went after it. That's it. So for me, I think what's lacking is the sense of urgency that I really wanted to be that person as soon as possible. Like I don't want to wait
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to wait for another 10 years, 20 years just to like stall and do do things here and there. I want it to be now. So if I want to achieve my big dreams now, I really have to do it now. Yun lang, the action, just take action.
Oh my gosh, that's
Mm.
awesome.
Coach, yeah. What about you,
Love
Coach?
it. Oh my gosh, there's so many, right? And
Mm,
you and I
so
understand,
many.
Joseph, because we were up on stage, right? We were like on the ball, like no time to like think. Is like we cannot take notes. But even that, I'm telling you, the energy. See, I wrote it here in all caps. Energy. The energy was so
Better.
electrifying because all of us, you can imagine, for people who are just listening in right now, we come from all over the world, right? From Australia, from Sweden, from
Mm,
Germany, from UK, all over the US, Canada, the islands, all over, right?
mm,
And from different starting points, right?
mm,
And we were all there. We met. It's like we just gelled together because we become like family, or the community becomes like family, right? But the one thing that really, you really have to start from where you are. You, for me, what I got there was for you to get to the next level or the next milestone, you got to grow into that.
mm,
Because if you do not grow, if you stay at that level where you started, you will have a challenge
mm,
meeting up to the responsibilities, to the, more of things coming at you, right? So you have to grow into that level. Every level that you go up, it's actually stretching us. I get this from all the speakers that we have, right?
mm,
From talking about mindfulness, from talking about really the hard skills, right? The hard skills, the soft skills I was talking about earlier, the transferable skills. We have that. We just have to identify it. A lot of people don't realize that you
mm,
have it in you. You just have to be taking that action, that step, that first step. And that's where everything else will fall, everything else will come, right? But you need to constantly work at it, work at it, work at
mm.
it, right? And oh my gosh, I can just talk here forever, but there were so many learnings there about
Yes.
getting your identity. Who are you?
Yeah,
You
that's
gotta
the
know
big
your
one
identity.
too.
Because if you don't know your identity, right, you should be able to grow and grow further up. But otherwise, was it something like, otherwise, if you are at this identity, like you're already up here, you tend to go back down
You go back to your
to the
default mode.
default. Oh, that was so powerful. And it
Yeah.
happens to all of us, right? It
Yeah.
happens. But if you are mindful about that, like Coach K was saying, right? Who we are now is really uh, a combination of what we've done before and what we've learned before.
Experiences. Yeah.
And the experience that we've had comes to this point right now where we are. But
Mm,
that's not the end. We continue to grow, we continue to stretch, and we learn more, we grow more, we are capable of more. So, that in a nutshell. There's a lot. How about you, Joseph?
Well, I mean, both of you already mentioned all of that. To me, to be honest with you, I remember a lady came up to me and asked me, "Are you okay?" This is after being
Why?
this is after being on the stage. I said, "You know what? I don't know. I don't know myself right now." I'll let,
That's so funny.
I'll let you know tomorrow. that was the second day in which Coach Mildred and I were the MC,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that experience, I will say it was one of the best experience I've ever had. I mean, I've attended a lot of conferences, no, and nothing
Mhm.
compared to this one because this leadership event had everything in it, right? It had
Oh,
inspirational, it had stories, it had training, it had spiritual,
Workshop. Yeah.
yeah, workshop, and it had spiritual moments and session, right? It
Mm.
was so powerful. And being an MC, you kind of not think about the content being delivered, but there were moments there that were really very inspiring and interesting for us to listen to, right? Like even
yes,
Coach Dave
yes.
and Roxanne, right? Even with
Mm.
Janet Mai, right?
Mm.
Where
Mhm.
she taught us how we can throw away our fears, right?
Yes.
So that was, to me, that was very powerful. I said, I'm fearing becoming an MC, but I don't know. I think I threw it away the moment she had that. So, but to
Oh
me,
my
I totally
gosh.
agree with you. What stuck me the most is belief.
Mm.
Belief. So Coach Dave and Roxanne talked about, you have to have strong belief in yourself and in this digital business, in the business.
Yes.
Because if you don't have that belief, you're gonna struggle, right? So for
Yes.
me, number one was belief, and from day one, I mean, we all joined this digital business because we believed in it. We studied it,
Yes.
we
Yeah.
researched it. We
Mhm.
do have some belief, but sometimes we doubt ourselves if we can do it. So that's something that we've learned in this event, that we need to push through. We need to accelerate, right? What Coach Dave,
Yes.
we need to
Yes.
accelerate,
Mhm.
like that bow and arrow thing that he mentioned. So to me, it was one of the best experiences I've ever had.
Yeah,
Being able, what's that?
me too.
Yeah, yeah.
Amazing.
Biro mo, first event, first volunteer,
Yeah.
first MC. Oh, that
But
was,
you did great. You did
oh
You
great,
my
did
both of
goodness.
great. You did
you.
great.
Thank you so much. But I just can't forget that lady that asked me, "Are you okay?"
Oh,
I said, "I don't know."
LSA, I agree. That's what I felt when I went to my first Gather and Grow last September. Yes, because we have a lot of offline activities too.
Yeah,
So
Yes.
being in
Yes.
that room, the energy is contagious even virtually. Yes, yes,
grabe,
yes.
yeah,
So that's also why I gifted my mentees the replay.
yeah.
Oh, that's
Actually,
After
amazing.
that's
yes,
nice of you.
after the retreat,
Yes.
I just thought of it like, oh, they should experience this too.
I
So I
know.
gifted
I
it.
know.
Yeah, she mentioned that to
Love it.
me, Ariane. She actually mentioned to me, "Oh, look, Kuya Joseph, look at you."
Who said, Ella?
No,
Yeah.
Mads, Mads.
Oh, Mads. Mads.
Yeah.
I said, "Oh my God!" But it
And
was
really,
good.
yes, and we had amazing, and we're all volunteers, right?
Yeah.
Everybody is a volunteer. All those selfless volunteers,
Yes.
it takes a village. You know that
Yes.
saying, it takes a village to rear a child. It takes
Mm,
a village to come up with a convention with this magnitude.
Yeah.
yeah.
So it just doesn't take one person for it to be successful. So all those people who are on stage, out there, and behind the scenes,
Yeah.
every single one, did their part to really make it
Mm,
successful. And
Yeah. Yeah.
I thank you, each and every one of those volunteers, and of course our coaches, Dave and Roxanne,
yes.
right? And all the people that watch us virtually. And
Mm,
the party after the party.
yes.
That one. The parties after the
Party.
party,
Yeah.
that's where a lot of learning still happen.
Yes.
It's like
Yes.
you get
Yes.
to know each other's strength, you
Yeah.
encourage each other, you motivate and inspire each other. Oh
Yeah.
my
You
gosh.
get to know the people deeper on a deeper
Yes.
level. Yeah.
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 Yep.
Oh
It's
my
true.
gosh.
True. I
And
met
all
so
the
many.
food
Ella
there.
said, oh, I enjoy seeing everyone's video stories and pictures. I'm jealous. I miss that. Oh, Ella. The next
You
one.
have to be there next time.
Let's go in September.
September. Are you going? You got a
Yes.
ticket already?
Vancouver. Vancouver.
Yes,
Yes.
September.
Oh, I have to get my ticket if I. Yeah. I
Hey,
haven't got
hey,
my ticket.
Joseph.
Everyone was great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Action.
Accelerate. Accelerate.
They have to act on it. Accelerate. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I think again, thank you so much for both of you who continue to join our episodes. We are on our 26th. Can you imagine 26?
26. Congratulations. Oh my
I
God.
can't believe it.
We have a great
Congratulations.
team. We have a
Huh?
great team.
Yeah,
We have a
yeah, it's a
great
great team.
team.
So
Thank
I
you,
mean,
Arian and Joseph.
yes, thank you to all of you. Thank you. Yeah, we're being very consistent on a weekly basis, and we're always
Yes,
coming up with new topics to talk about. So,
that's right.
anyway, at least I will say to all of our viewers, you heard it from our coach Katrina, right? That it just takes that bold step to make that decision that could possibly change your life for the
Mhm.
better, right? So, to all of our viewers, I hope you guys are enjoying this, and for our people that are watching this on a replay, by all means, if you have any questions, comment them below. And thank you again, Ella, as well,
Thank you,
for always,
Ella.
always
Bye,
engaging with us.
Ella.
And so I guess we'll see you until our next episode next week on your next chapter.
Yes.
God
Yes.
bless and bye for now.
Bye for
Bye
now. Thank
bye.
you, everybody.
Take
Have
care.
a
Bye.
blessed day.